Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational. We're back with the second half. My name is Apollonia. I'll be your host and caster, and joining me this time on the panel will be CA, caster, and analyst. So the matchup that we have coming in store for you guys will be Chilling with Friends going up against Team Villainous here in the semifinals, two of the lower brackets. CA, how are you feeling about this matchup?
Excited because in this matchup is one particular player I think we're both excited for who's actually going to utilize the recent changes in the game to perfection, and I'm really excited to see that in play.
All right, let's head over into the map veto screen and look at which maps will be up. And for map number one, we do see it's going to be Bind. Now, that is going to be really interesting. Map two, Haven. And if we do go into a map three, it will be on Ascent. Now, looking at Bind. And you just spoke about the recent changes to some of these agents. That specifically, I think I know what you're referring to as Brimstone. And when you think about Team Villainous, you think of Gorang. He's a Brimstone main, one of the only Brimstone mains actually that we have seen in this scene here in India. So, we know that he's definitely going to bust that out, and it's going to be really interesting because team compositions are going to vary. Most teams, they don't really take the Brimstone, they take the Omen. So how do you think Chilling with Friends is going to approach this map?
Because a key part of that being a Brimstone main is knowing a lot of lineups and being able to make those lineups on the fly. And what that does is, especially now that the Molly is cheaper, it just puts a stop to very aggressive pushes, right? And we see that a lot from teams like Chilling with Friends, MW1 especially. One of the top players, when he's on that jet, a key aspect to stopping him is using the dense smokes that Brimstone offers, as well as the Molly to perfection, and then getting the orbital strike using the alt point cooldown as much as possible. So I want to see how this clash goes up, how MW1 especially is able to circumvent his way around Gorang's Brimstone.
All right. So, Team Villainous and Chilling with Friends. Team Villainous have maintained a spot in the top eight throughout the entirety of our five-part series, the Challenger series, that is what I'm referring to. And as for Chilling with Friends, they're a little bit more new, they're like the new kids on the block, but both teams, they pack a punch. So, Team Villainous being so consistent, Chilling with Friends with their new found talent, realizing that, hey, they are actually really great players. I'm excited to see how this is going to pan out because both these teams, they have a very different kind of history. They have a different approach to the game. And now as we look at the agent select screen, go right immediately insta locks that Brimstone, and I'm excited. Cruiser got there. He's gonna pick up that Cipher. He is the dedicated sentinel of Team Villainous. Now let's have a quick look at the side of Chilling with Friends. We do see Hectic. He will be defaulting to that Omen, and Falcon probably thinking about that Cipher. Maybe it could be a Killjoy. But CA, on Bind, just from your point of view, do you prefer the Killjoy or the Cipher?
I think for teams that are not used to the Killjoy, I definitely prefer the Cypher because he's much more easier to navigate. But if you're talking about pure like objective power, I do think the Killjoy is better because of the fact that she just offers denial of a site much stronger in terms of literal damage done. It just comes down to where your team is, not even which player is comfortable, it's about how your team is comfortable. Because what the Cypher offers you is the capability to just leave a camera out of sight and go for that full rotation. You cannot do that with Killjoy. Your comms have to be on point and you need to understand when you want to go for it. And I love seeing the cams here. Garant, he's
Oh
really
yeah.
feeling it. He's vibing. He's ready to bring his Brimstone into action.
All right, Braxy and Forkin, I believe that they are speaking to one another. MW1, we can see them as well. And these player cams, it really allows you to look at the emotions of these players, try to understand them a little bit. And Team Villainous, they are a team that's constantly smiling. They're always happy,
Yeah.
even, not in a favorable situation. They seem to still have that positivity. And I think it is a really good thing. To appreciate about them specifically. Now, Chilling with Friends, we do see, looking at their composition, MW1, probably the flashiest player you can get on the side of attack. He will be on that Jet. And Braxy with that Reyna. So both compositions, pretty much similar, except that, there's a differing duelist. One side has a Raze, the other has a Jet. And looking at the controllers, Gorang on that Brimstone and Hectic on that Omen. Now, Team Villainous starting out on the side of defense. We know that that is their strong suit, most comfortable when it comes to holding down the fort. It's all up to Chilling with Friends, these attackers, to look for an opportunity, an opening, and make something happen right here.
Now, when the Brimstone buffs came through, my biggest question was which duelist do you end up sacrificing to bring out an extra flash in return for bringing out the Brimstone instead of the Omen? And we'll get back to that topic in a second. For now, in this round, it is Chilling with Friends on the attack. They're able to get, they do get taken down by Team Luminous, but they're still committing onto this B side. Team Luminous on the rotate now. They're trying to spot this spike plot. It's Gorong with the first kill, and Hectic, even though he's able to trade, it's Braxy with the 2 kills who's able to get away with his life and a full HP. Now Braxy 1v2, he needs to win at least one of these gunfights so he can get the heal or dismiss to set himself up for the next. Braxy going for the peaks and the fake defuse coming through. He'll not be able to get the kill. Instead, it's NXS with the first kill and Team Villainous with the round win.
It is over.
Alright, Quake then, he managed to survive with only 10 HP, but a great start for Team Villainous. Cruiser got so hyped up. And this is the ideal start, they will carry over their advantage into the second round. And it's up to Chilling with Friends if they would like to go for a force buy, perhaps take those defenders by surprise. But quick look at the instant replay. It was a whole fiesta on that B side. Kills one after the other, but Braxy picking up that double was pretty sweet. Overall, Team Villainous, they just came out on top of that one. 5 Spectres invested. Team Villainous losing a life will actually cost them. If they lose 2 members, they might feel the burn just a little bit. But hey, Chilling with Friends, their objective now on the side of attack. With this eco round, we do see the Sheriffs. So hopefully some beautiful one-taps and, picking up a couple of kills, a few kills in eco rounds. That should be the ideal way to go about it.
Now, you can see for Chilling with Friends, they spread out completely. As you said, the eco rounds, while you don't expect much, you still want to show a strong footing, and you can see Chilling with Friends are trying to do that. 4 Sheriffs in their lineup, so a thrifty definitely possible. Given the aim of these players, they can get the one-taps, and Vision gets one. And talking about one-taps, MW1 able to get the trade through. Now, MW1, he picked up the spike, he's gonna get the spike planted, but Cruiser got waiting in the elbow in a key position. He'll find one, and now able to find at least one more. No, just does a bunch of damage. We'll wait for the rest of his team before going for the retake.
Cruiser got with a very aggressive push, utilizing those Cypher cages, and he's gonna find 2 kills. Quake chimes in and NXS to clean everything up. 3 defenders standing. Great round for both sides, I would say. Attackers managing to get a couple pickoffs, and defenders pushing their lead over 2-0. We're gonna go into the full buys, and this is where it's gonna get spicy. Now, Chilling with Friends, ideally, they should have the firepower over Team Villainous. And, looking at the setup, I do like the way that the defenders are very spread out and how quick Team Villainous is to respond with the rotations. Chilling with Friends now, we do see 2 Phantoms, 3 Vandals. Bind being such a unique map with no mid area and a bunch of teleporters to play with, I would like to think that Chilling with Friends would utilize that. But, finding a pickoff, 1 or 2 pickoffs, and that just opens the window, because Bind is a type of map that if you lose 1 or 2 members, it ultimately just makes the whole situation a lot more tough.
Cover going out.
Yeah, it just allows the attackers to sort of spread their defense really thin, push them and back and forth between the 2 sides. And that's why I think Chilling with Friends should try to find the lead, but instead they're going for a fast B-side execute. All members committing onto this side. So far, a 2v2 trade as Braxy gets the last kill. But now with the members revealed and the plant, the lineup set as well as the volley, it's Gorong finding that kill with the help of Cruiser God. That's what we wanted to see, and Gorong shows up. But now Braxy and Arena, he's able to find a great kill. They have not got the plant yet, and that does give Villainous a slight advantage. But Hectic with the kill, that means now it's Chilling with Friends with the lead.
Says last man standing, he does have the Spectre, and he might be caught in a crossfire, but the dark cover does come out, buys him a little bit of time. And Braxy there with the Empress. Gonna take off the head of NXS. First round for Chilling with Friends. And that was a very good comeback there.
Yeah, I really like the way, especially they commit onto this site. It shows a lot of decisiveness, and that's one of the biggest question marks for me coming into this map. Because, as I was saying at the start, right, for me, when you're picking up that Brimstone, the biggest question mark is which duelist do you sacrifice to get a flash into play. For the side of Chilling with Friends, it's not even a question. They just go ahead with the Jet Reyna combo, but they are lacking the explosive firepower of the race, which is so good on Bind. But what Team Villainous is missing is that Jet, so we'll have to figure out how they can compensate for that. But for now, eco down for Team Villainous. The Shorty almost finding MW1, but not so much. Chilling with Friends with once again the same DSC. Oh!
The corner puts in a whole lot of damage. He does manage to take out Braxy, now Fame and Hectic. They find the headshots. Only 2 members left on the side of Team Villainous. It is an equal round for them. Hectic's gonna put NXS down. And Gorang, last man standing. He's gonna fire twice, but it's not enough to take out Hectic. Triple kill for that Omen. And that will bring the scoreline to 2-all. Chilling with Friends, they know exactly what they want to do. And, you know, to see them be so successful on the attacking side 2 rounds consecutively really shows that they do have their strategy down, they do have their plans, and they know exactly how to handle their business.
The shown by Chilling with Friends on point, but now having gone for multiple B-side executes, I want to see what else they have in the playbook, and already you can see them switching it up, this time spreading themselves out, playing for the picks. It's going to be Braxy and Fokin pushing in onto this Showers area, looking for the Showers control, sorry, Braxy and Fame, and now they're able to get the outpoint control, and this is so important because it denies the Brimstone that outpoint control, delaying that orbital strike for as much as possible. So important for Chilling with Friends, and so far they're doing a brilliant job of it. Now the drone will spot out a couple members, but so far they aren't really committing to any side. Instead, his vision just spamming through the smoke, looking for a pick, and now Braxy in a duel, he'll get taken down by Garang, and that's Team Villainous with the lead, and Chilling with Friends forced to respond.
Anything Team Villainous, they've had the most success on Bind. It feels like every time Villainous, we do see them perform, it is on this map in particular. But hey, Chilling with Friends now, they're doing just as well. Hectic, he jumps up in the air, but Vision's gonna take him out. 2 attackers down. And there's only 3 left lurking on A short. NXS, he's right around the corner. He's gonna find MW1, but he falls instead. Now down to a 3v4. Defender still with the man advantage. Quake tossing out those shock darts. And they do connect onto Fame. Beautiful shots there. And MW1 on this off angle, just gonna be watching the site. The boom bot does spot him out. MW1 sprays. He's gonna pick up Gorang. Another kill for him in his pocket. He does have the Blade Storm available. Last 3 members on the side of defense. All ultimates are very much ready. Forkin coming in, taking off Vision. He's firing away, puts in a lot of damage, but Quake is gonna take him out. Quake with the defuse. MW1 coming in from the back, but Cruiser God, he is watching his buddy. 3rd round for Team Villainous. Cruiser God excited to celebrate. They're high-fiving Quake. And that is just gonna be the beginning. But you know, CA, I do feel that this match might come pretty close.
Yeah, definitely. Both of these teams are very close, and you can already see that. And for Team Villainous, they really need to try and find their lead in the defense side. I want to see a bit more control towards those ult points, because what the Brimstone smoke does offer, especially with its increased range and increased smoke timing, is the density of it, right? You can really play mind games with your opponents on the basis of that. So I want to see Garang using that smoke a bit more in Showers, getting Showers control, and then trying to pick up the outpoint. But so far, they're playing very defensive. Instead, it's just NXS rotating on, trying to find a pick, will get taken down by Forkin though. And NXS going down will mean free reign for Chilling with Friends to go for that full rotation, knowing that Team Villainous, they will be forced to respond.
I know exactly where you
now you can see it will be the ultimate coming down for the side of Chilling with Friends. Forkin pulling off his hat gives off a ton of information to Chilling with Friends, and they're going to use all of that information to make their way into B side, take down that Cypher, and get the spike planted.
MW1 Just taking position in hookah. The spike has been planted. Timer is against Team Villainous. Attackers with the man advantage. They're ready, stationed, watching the back lines, and all of Team Villainous just hovering in defender side spawn, but they've got to be careful. One in elbow, and this is going to be Cruiser God. He might just push this dark cover. They got to pick their battles right. MW1 firing away. He's going to pick up Quake, and the Paranoia connects to Gorang. Hectic with a beautiful double kill. The attackers just stopping the defenders in their tracks, and we can see a little bit of a pattern here. Chilling with Friends, when they attack the B side, you can see that they are very comfortable. They know how it works, but when it comes to A, it's a little bit shaky. But you know, if they do continue this same strategy, like you mentioned, Team Villainous will catch on and stop them in their tracks. So, you know, it really is up to Chilling with Friends to keep in mind that they do need diversity.
Here.
Yeah, and already you can see Team Milan is trying to switch stuff up. They bring the Cypher onto this A side and they keep a triple stack on that B, knowing that Chilling with Friends have found most of their success on that B side. We'll see if Chilling with Friends end up falling into this trap because a huge hookah crossfire setup between three members. It's gonna be two members of Chilling with Friends walking in. The camera instantly taken down will give information and force vision out of his corner. Braxy with the first kill uses the dismiss really well.
Launching smoke.
And I'll have to step back. There's smoke going down as he tries to delay, but MW1 on the other side, he takes down one, looking for another, clears out A side
Last
all by
player
himself.
standing.
MW1's like, guys, if you want, you can come to A, or we can just kill everybody.
Quick here with the shotty, but MW1's gonna end it off. Beautiful 3K. And a spike plant just to top it all off. Chilling with Friends. They're looking confident. Fork in there with a very nice smile. Braxy as well. MW1 just a little bit of an applause for his teammates as they have found the 1-round lead for the first time this match.
Yeah, the first time they're able to push through, really establish the lead in their favor is going to be really important because now the full buys coming through for Team Villainous. If Chilling with Friends can push through, really force their advantage, make sure they are leading on the attack, it relieves so much pressure off of their heads and they're able to play with much more freedom. And that sort of freedom is what really lets players like MW1 thrive. So we'll have to see. Now once again, switching the setup up, this time the Cypher at B, a 3-stack at A. Chilling with Friends, they just spread out looking for the picks. And they will use that recon to try to get as much information as possible. The pick is the name of the game, and MW1 is the player to watch out for if he tries to get one. He's going to be the X factor for the team as they look to commit to a particular side.
Cover going out.
3 ultimates ready for the side of defense,
Revealing
and 2
area.
for attack. The dual theft ready for Cruiser God. He's gonna find Hectic and MW1 taking out Quake. 1-for-1 trade. Cruiser God putting in his time, finding 2 kills before he goes down to MW1. Now it's a 3v3. And NXS waiting for the right time to show himself. Now the spike has been planted by Fame. Defenders, they gotta go for this retake. Gorang from elbow. He's gonna go right across, picks off Braxy. And now MW1 firing away, but it's not gonna connect. The showstopper misses him by a hair.
One enemy
MW1,
remaining.
he's still alive with a triple kill. Nicely done. 1v1 situation up against Gorang.
Oh my
And MW1 with the 4K. What was that performance? 30 HP. MW1, you can't forget that name. Round after round, picking up the weight off of his team, fragging out of his mind, 3Ks, 4Ks, making it look so easy. But I don't think that's gonna shake the confidence of Team Villainous there. But what a round. MW1 there. Beautifully done.
Yeah, just taking all the weight on himself, and this is what I meant. Like, he is that linchpin to the success of Chilling with Friends. The other players, while they're phenomenal players, MW1 continuously establishes himself as a class apart. Now, the double smokes, as Gorang tries to use the density of it to push through, will just get denied by a lurking MW1, able to take him down. And now it feels like the Team Villainous, they're in a position where in another eco round for Chilling with
Here.
Friends, a chance to push it to 6 rounds. And if you're able to get 6 rounds so soon on attacking, it means that you're basically free rolling for the rest of the map. So now it's going to be a lot of pressure on Team Villainous. Try to at least cause as much damage as possible in this round, with Chilling with Friends just being extremely comfortable and pushing on all fronts.
Less than a minute on the clock. The attackers, they've got to look for the right time to attack. Now Goreng has gone down, and it is an eco round for the side of defense. NXS waiting patiently at A shot, does have the Empress in hand, but it would be much better to carry that over to the next round. Chilling with friends, making their move. They're coming through short. NXS, beautifully done. Quake is gonna come in as well and show us his accuracy. 4 versus 3 situation. It could be a thrifty, or what you feel is like called a thirsty round. Now Vision, he finds another kill. Vision with the double. Hectic's gonna take out NXS. And what is this? Team Villainous, they are gods with the Sheriff. Just one tapping away at Chilling with Friends. And oh my goodness, they're just smiling and giggling. Goreng is so confused because he was the first one to fall. But that was a very successful thrifty round for Team Villainous, carrying over that momentum. Exciting indeed, but let's just have a quick look at the instant replay because that was very odd, CA. For all the months, half a year, just spectating games, we have never seen a round quite like this.
Yeah, it's like a Sheriff crossfire setup, all started by NXS's shot on that Sheriff. Like, he is one of the signature players. He always carries the Sheriff, even in eco rounds. And the way he's able to get those one taps, that's something we've seen a lot. But the entire team rallying around, really nice to see. And then later in the webcams too, where Cruiser leading the charge as they all give each other a virtual high five. The camaraderie between the teammates very much present, and you can see that for them it's not just like even though the game very important for them, it's about playing the game together as a team and enjoying it as well. Vision with the nasty grenade plus spam combo gets one. Goreng with another. Team Villain is really starting to push forward with the momentum from that thrifty round.
Bratsy finding a kill. He's just gonna wait for his next target. Now Goreng, he does have the orbital strike ready, coupled with Cruiser God's neural theft. And on the side of Chilling with Friends, the Empress, Braxy. He could potentially pop it, look for those heads. And Hectic with the ultimate. He could position himself to get a plant, but we do see 2 defenders on each side. Goreng shows himself just a little bit. Braxy is going for the kill. Forkin is there to back up Braxy, and it's going to be down to this 3v3 even playing field. Beautiful shock darts gonna tag Hectic, and Quake might just do it again, and he finds the kill. Quake! He does it again, denying the plant from Chilling with Friends. Now Braxy has to resort to his final attempt, popping the Empress. And now Quake just firing away. 10 seconds left on the clock. Braxy doesn't have a lot to work with. He's shot down low, and Quake denies the second man who tries to get the spike planted. Forkin finds Vision, and it's a 2v1, but there is no more time. Forkin taking this gun over to the next round. But that is Team Villainous successfully bringing it back to 5-all, equal on the scoreboard.
Quake, like I'm a not so average Jonas. What are those lineups, my guy? Knows both of the default plant lineups, so gets the first shock dart with a double bounce to deny the plant right behind the truck. Knows that as soon as they stop that, they'll go right behind the Radiant boxes. Sets up the second one perfectly to get the spike planter down, and then with the spam gets his second kill. On point with the lineups to make sure that Team Villain is able to push through, get it even Stevens on that score line, and now with 4 ultimates in the bag, look for a lead in this round. But Chilling with Friends, with the help of MW1, they're pushing it aggressively. They want to get through this round. Goreng, he was ready with his iBird, trying to get the ultimate through, but decided not to push it in the last moment, knowing that Chilling with Friends, they have backed off. Now you can see all of Team Villainous, they're pushing through slowly. It's NXS with the Empress. He's gonna push in, find one, get the invisibility, get out in time. NXS now looking to hold on. Will get tagged and has to move back, but he's caused enough pressure to force all of Chilling with Friends onto this B side. And the B side is where Team Villainous held on with that discipline. The trap fire is ready, as well as the operator for Vision. Chilling with Friends, perhaps working straight into the hands of Team Villainous. 3 members on this hooker, just MW1 on the lurk. Nix's behind him. It's gonna be up to Vision and the Cypher and Cruiser God to hold it down. Now the rotation is still going to come through. NX is on the look. He can take
30
out the
seconds left.
entirety of the team. NX is waiting in the shadows. He picks up one, not able to find the other though. He said it's Fame getting the trade. And now the Hunter's Fury, as Hectic tries to dodge it, the plant trying to get delayed as much as possible. It's Fame with the counter. Hunter's Fury picks up Gorong. And now 3v3 on the map. Team Villainous on the retake. It's Vision, Quake, and Cruiser God slowly moving in. A huge position for Fame though. Fame could take down Cruiser God and just stop the retake distracts. At the same time, Vision, if he can get a kill with the help of Quake, it would be huge. The shock dust coming through, the spam as well. Not much damage done. Chilling with Friends being extremely disciplined and holding on for as long as possible. It is Fame
One
on that
enemy
flank.
remaining.
He'll pick up one with the paranoia.
No one
It'll be
escapes my
Hectic
sight.
and Fame
No
finishing it
one.
off. 6-5 for Chilling with Friends. A round
Last round
that
before the
started
switch.
off severely in the favor of Chilling with of Team Villainous ends up going back to Chilling with Friends because of the heroics of the entire team. And this is not just one particular player. The entire team banding together, really playing patiently across the entire map, going for the slow A to B rotate and then B to A, making sure that they're the ones still holding the initiative and they're the ones picking up the win.
Right here.
What a round. 6-5 Chilling with Friends. Now they get a huge boost as they try to make a 7-5 in terms of economy. For Team Villainous, the eco really hurting. They're not going to be able to afford guns as a whole, so we'll have to see if they can make it work. Mda he picked up
I got
the
the spike.
operator, has so much money that he keeps Phantom lying by at the side, is able to get a kill, get his Phantom, and move on looking for more. Now you can see the way Chilling with Friends are operating, it's all about the picks. They understand that Team
Cage
Luminous
triggered.
have that Brimstone and his ultimate ready. They don't want to group up, allow that orbital strike to get maximum utility, and they're continuously spreading Team Luminous thin, forcing them to play on their battleground into their hands. You can see, for Chilling with Friends, a lot of noise made over at A, meaning three members of Team Luminous A now Chilling with Friends. They're all grouped up towards this B side. The smoke's coming out for Elbow, the paranoia for CT. In goes Team Luminous for Cruiser God. He's held on to his position. He will get revealed by the recon bolt though. And while Quake is able to find one, the return for Cruiser God, meaning now the Molly not
planted.
lined up perfectly. Chilling with Friends able to get away with their lives. This is the last round, so Gorang has to use his orbital strike. Cannot afford to die before he does so. The drone will give a bunch of information. But now in goes Chilling with Friends. 30 minutes for the retake. Raxi takes down
Last
one.
player standing.
MW1 with this third will take down Gorang. I would like to see the orbital strike used a bit more liberally. I think he was looking for the perfect situation.
grounded.
Ends up getting caught out, but a satchel kill for Vision. Finds MW1 now pulling out a showstopper, trying to bring the party to Chilling with Friends. Will not find anyone. Instead, the time running out and a disciplined approach by Chilling with Friends all but secures them this 2-round lead. Chilling with Friends 7-5. Moving on to the second half
Switching
with
sides.
a resounding lead in terms of momentum and in terms of score lines. Now, 7-5 is generally like okay, but considering that Vine much more defense favored, and considering that it's going to be very difficult to try and push through for Team Lunis, considering that for them they'll have to play purely around their Brimstone smokes, which are limited. It's going to be a difficult task to pull off. You can see Team Lunis, they are ready to the task though. They're all grouped up around this B site, and that's exactly where they're going to go. Chilling with Friends, 3-man stack onto B. It's almost like they're expecting a push onto B because normally with the Cypher, you would see that the Cypher play regularly just with another person, and that allow using the Sentinel power, allow a triple stack onto the other side. So the mind game's definitely present for Team Villainous. Sorry, for Chilling with Friends. We'll have to see if Team Villainous can respond accordingly.
Indeed, we do see them suffering just a little bit there. Vision at the top of the board with 9 kills, Quake and Cruiser got to follow. A lot of deaths though, but hey, now with Team Villainous on the attacking side, let's see if they're gonna do just as good a job as Chilling with Friends on the attack now with the side swap, pistol round. We do look like it does look like we still have a little bit of a technical pause. I think we should get back into the action very soon. Looking at the entirety of the compositions now, what do you think would be the most effective way for an attack? Because if you look at Omen, Omen has a really nice setup when you are looking to attack a site. How would it work out for Brimstone? You think, CA?
Like very aggressive smokes and then try to use the Reyna Lear through the smokes to get control of the side. Combine that with vision on the rays just flying in. Like at the same time the Reyna Lear comes through, they need a coordinated approach on multiple fronts because what the Brimstone does offer in terms of smokes that the Omen does not is like you can't really lurk in Brimstone smokes because they're dense smokes. They're not hollow smokes the way Omens are.
Yes.
So if you do choose to lurk in them, you open yourself up to surprise. And for team winners, they need to use that surprise factor as much as possible. Push forward for a comeback.
All right, we'll be back with the action as soon as it begins. So, guys, do stay tuned. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon if you are enjoying all of this. Remember, it's the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational. Stick around. We'll be back shortly. All right, welcome back. This is the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational. We're back with the action. Now, this is the beginning of the second half. First round, and it's the pistol round, all about accuracy. Braxy here. He's going to be lurking at B long, pulling it back. He knows that Team Villainous is coming for a pretty full-on attack. Now, the dark cover being thrown out by Hectic just to block off the hookah area. Shots are fired, trying to get a bit of damage. And it does seem that Cruiser God has been shot down extremely low. Braxy's gonna burn. Nicely placed Molly there from the side of Gorang. At 22 HP, Braxy, he's not having a good time there on site. But, Team Villainous, they are gonna pull this one back and hopefully go for a rotation. Now, we do
No
see
more
the spike
charges
just
left.
lingering very close by the teleporter, but it's not quite enough. 3 defenders stationed on the side of A and 2 on the side of B.
Team winners, I think they were ready to go for a TP play, but as soon as they realized that no push coming through for Chilling with Friends, meaning no rotations coming through, they instead decide to commit to this B side as well. The trap fire is
30
working
seconds
perfectly. He's Braxy with the first kill, but NX says using the heals really well, able to get the 2 kills and stay alive. Pick up a 30 shield to boot, meaning the spike gets planted for Team Villainous, and now they're able to get into really nice post-plant positions. Now you can see the way they're positioned, it's all about delaying as much as possible. The delay gonna work to perfection. Elbow control, meaning Cruiser God and Vision with a kill each, and Hectic, even though he finds one, in a 1v3, not much to do, it's Team Villainous with the pistol.
Says ending that out with a triple kill. 6-7 on the scoreline. Team Villainous, they could look to definitely push this advantage.
You can see for Team Villainous now, having won this pistol, it does give them a bit of room, right? In terms of now being able to pick up the Spectres, go for the anti-eco round, even up the scoreboard as a whole. Make sure that you're not giving too much momentum to the side of Chilling with Friends, not allowing that snowballing eco for MW1 to pick up the operator. You see, for now Gorang pushing in aggressively, a shot push in the cards for Team Villainous. It's Gorang with the first kill, Vision with the double stash is trying to make his way on the side, and the smoke's now set up to get an easy truck default plant for Team Villainous. But MW1, he's lurking in the elbow, in the lamps, finds the kill with the shorty, breaks it 4v4 on the map, and now you can see MW1 he picked up that Spectre, ready for the retake, does miss. Quake by an inch, but is able to turn back on time. Take another one down. Vision will take him down, but Braxy with the kill. Now 3v3. A really good eco round so far for Chilling with Friends. But Cruiser God and NXS trying to make sure he doesn't go against them. NXS with one kill with the heal. You'll find another. That's 7-7 for Team Villainous.
Says coming in hot. This was the NXS that we were waiting for to pop off. And Team Villainous now bring it even on the scoreline 7-7. And you know, I can never get over these play cams. It's so entertaining to see how everyone is reacting. The laughing and giggling, but here Chilling with Friends, they got the game face on. Falcons thinking very hard. But hey, you know, both these teams, you know, we said and like we kind of speculated that it's going to be very close. Solely because both these teams, they have been playing, you know, they both are top 8 teams. They have a similar history, they have a similar approach. It's just that, you know, in terms of the ages that they do select, that is where they might have a little bit more of a difference. But hey, Team Villainous now with the same kind of spread out kind of strategy. They are gonna go forward from showers and a short. Vision finding the kill onto Hectic with a forward shot. NXS, he's gonna fall, and Vision gets a return kill. 3 defenders left, 4 attackers standing strong. But how will they go for the spike plant?
Villainous, they made a bunch of noise again. They've got the advantage. They have used the smokes here as well. And unlike the Omen smokes, the Brimstone smokes don't really come back when cooldown. So for them, they only have one left. So they need to make their move now. And they're going to choose to do it on a site. You can see MW1, he's still not made his rotation, but hearing the spike planted, he's gonna have to do that. It's Gorang watching the flank, the rest of Team Villainous looking to get into their post plants. Now, I think the way Gorang is positioned, he does have a lineup ready, so this will be a really interesting push for Chilling with Friends. Fame, he finds one, but MW1, he's taken the TP, will not be able to push forward because the trap fire, though, instead just gonna walk into the hands of Cruiser God. Cruiser God with a kill and a really strong setup for Team Villainous in this buy round. But Fame, he's trying to get something done. Fame and Fortin, they're trying to fight back. But Gorang with the double kill and the lineup, he's able to secure the buy round for Team Villainous. And 3-round win streak, that's huge.
Gorang coming in hot there with the double kill just to clean everything up. And this is what we were saying, you know, Brimstone now with the buff can be so useful, especially if you understand how to place those mollies in very advantageous spots. There on the instant replay, Cruiser God just finding MW1 and 3v2 situation down to a 2v2. Gorang cleans that up. But now we're gonna move into the next. Looking at the scoreline, this previous situation has forced Chilling with Friends to go for an eco. Now this time they will have the sheriffs, and let's see if they could pull off what Team Villainous did with these guns.
That 50 round was so important in terms of momentum. So
Oh, yeah.
if Chilling with Friends can do that, they would just stop Villainous in their tracks. But if Villainous is able to stay strong, the momentum for them with the multi-round win streak would be huge. MW1 though, he's taking matters into his own hands, pulls out the Blade Storm, gets a clean headshot, able to get a gun to his name now. He's going to be one to watch out for because he does have the Vandal ready. Now, Team Villainous, they're choosing to spread themselves out. They've taken B long control, and NXS, he's looking for a pick, but with 3-man stack onto B, NXS, he's getting into muddy waters here. He's going for the peak, will spot one out right there in Braxy, but will not be able to get the kills. Instead, he's just going to throw out the Lear, try to cause as much noise as possible, while the rest of his team makes that full rotation. Team Villainous, I think the way they're setting up, it's all about making a bunch of noise at B, then going for that TP play onto A, and it could work perfectly because all are Chilling with Friends now rotating onto B. They're getting ready for that TP, the way they're inching closer, now seeing the Jet as well, in they go to that TP trying to take A side control.
The teleporter. This is going to be Team Villainous making their way down into the showers and moving up onto A side. Gorang, he does have the spike. He's going to go for the plant. Has an ultimate very much ready to utilize it. NXS, the Empress, is available on the side of Chilling with Friends. They got to go for the retake. Blade Storm on MW1. Braxy, Empress as well. And it should be now or never kind of situation. But Chilling with Friends, they should look for a couple pick-offs. It was great that they did get first blood, at least in this round. Now Forkin with the Sheriff, he's gonna find Cruiser God. It might just be a thrifty here. CA, NXS getting one, and that's gonna be two. That's three for NXS. And the last man standing is gonna be taken out by Quake. And that is the second round lead for Team Villainous over Chilling with Friends. But not to worry for Chilling with Friends. Now they've got the full buys. They do have a chance to make it even. I mean, CA, I would love to see this go to overtime.
Yeah, me too, right? Definitely. Given how close both of these two teams are, I think every extra round that we can get, it would be huge to be able to just watch, spectate, and talk about how good both of these teams are. But for now, you can see that Team Villainous, having won 4 rounds back to back, they're putting Chilling with Friends in a very difficult situation. This is where the fact that this team has been together for over 5 months now is really coming into play. Their coordination is on point. They're continuously making the rotations happen, making use of the teleporters in a way that Chilling with Friends never did in their own attack, able to find huge advantages in the rotations. And now with 4 ultimates ready, I'm expecting a much more heavy stack. The Brimstone ultimate especially, what you can do is just use it to deny like the elbow corner altogether, set that up, get a very fast push in, or just use the Reyna and the Raze ultimates to get yourself into the spike plant, save that Brimstone ultimate for the post plant. A lot of options available for Team Villainous. It's just a matter of how they execute it. But so far, they have been on point in attack. It's going to be up to Chilling with Friends, especially MW1, to really stop them in their tracks, bring back the momentum in their favor.
Indeed, a little bit of a pause once again, but let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. And NXS and Vision, 13 kills each. Cruiser God trailing behind with 12. Quick and Gorang, 9. Now MW1 with 20. He is just popping off today. MW1 consistently performing, usually stealing the spotlight away from his fellow members. But hey, MW1 being a jet, being that duelist, ideally, if you can have a player that performs the same way that MW1 does, half the battle is definitely won. Now Braxy there with 12, just right behind Hectic with 10, Forkin and Fame with 8 each. Now this round is going to be spicy. We see the full buys, and if Chilling with Friends does lose out on this one, their economy is going to take a real big hit. But Fame, he does look very ready. Tosses out the recon board just to try and get a little bit of information, suspects that something is going on. And indeed there is, as MW1 spots out a few members in Hookah, shot down to 21 HP. The recon bolt spots him out. He's got to be careful about that. Now NXS with a very aggressive leer. Vision's going to find the kill with a nade. And this is Team Villainous making themselves known. NXS finds the double. 2 members left on the side of Chilling with Friends, Braxy and Hectic. But Cruiser God, he's gonna drop that neural theft. He wants to push this advantage, and we do see Chilling with Friends making the executive decision to just save these guns for the next round. Team Villainous, have we ever seen them so aggressive? Because that was an explosive entrance onto the B site.
Yeah, expecting them to like go for a fast execute, but commit more ultimates to it. But NX is just like, guys, don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you exactly why they call me the Queen in Reyna. He pulls out the Empress, the near perfect. As soon as they hear the drone come out, they get the information going through for NXS that hey, there's someone there. Able to get reset after reset, facilitate his team's entrance onto this site. And even though one person does go down towards the end here in Vision, a huge round for Team Villainous. Braxy with another kill though, and that is some damage done, but damage that really isn't as significant because now with the 5-round win streak, the eco snowballing severely in the favor of Team Villainous. They used the Empress and the neural theft in that round. They still have the showstopper and the orbital strike ready. So Team Villainous with a multitude of options to keep pushing the win streak they have now.
Indeed, double digits on the board. And Vision and Gorang, they do have their ultimates ready for the next, so does Braxy and Fame. Chilling with Friends, forced to go for a half buy, and you know they're trying to make the most out of this situation. Now Hectic finding that first kill onto Cruiser God is immense for Chilling with Friends in this point of time. Now even though it's map 1, Quake there, he's gonna find MW1. Taking the first map is just really good for the mental and for the momentum of the team. Now Hectic finding his second kill. Onto NXS. Braxy firing away. And here comes the showstopper. Hunter's Fury. Vision picking up a kill onto Hectic. Braxy's gonna find a return. Quake taking the teleporter, but he's gotta be careful. There is Forkin right around the corner. 2 taps right into the heads of Quake and Galrang. Forkin, he's so happy. Braxy's camera flew. Chilling with friends. What a round.
What a prediction by Forkin. Stays around those boxes in front of the teleporter, expecting a heavy TP rotation from Team Villainous. He's able to catch them completely off guard with just the Sheriff finding those one taps. We see them right here now. Pop, pop. Gets the round for for Chilling with Friends, and does so in a triumphant fashion, because now with the next round they'll be able to get the full buys through. MW1 will be able to get the operator, and this is where things start getting really spicy. I want to see Gorong use his orbital strike a bit more proactively. We didn't see a single Brimstone ultimate in the first half, and I feel like he's waiting for those perfect moments. But at the end of the day, if you keep waiting for those perfect moments, you're gonna miss those good moments, and that's where Team Villainous, they need to make sure that they're able to recycle those cooldowns. Chilling with Friends now with the full buys, they're gonna look to hold on just as they did. The discipline is gonna be the name of the game. Make sure they aren't spread thin, no unnecessary rotations happening.
Indeed, could have said it any better than CA. Now back into the game. A little bit of a pause once again, but nothing to worry about. Just to be sure that everything is working fine and dandy. Now for all of you watching at home, remember this is the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational. And if you would like to go for a little bit of shopping, remember we have some really cool links in the description. Do check them out. Like, subscribe, click that bell icon. I will keep saying that because that helps us a huge bunch, and so that you guys won't miss out any of the action. Let us know, which team are you supporting here in this semi-finals 2 of the lower brackets? Is it Team Villainous or is it Chilling with Friends? Now we're going to get back at the game as the timer is unpaused, and we can see Forkin here just looking to set up those trap wires. Cypher, a very useful agent indeed, holding down a site. There was a time, CA, where we used to see Cyphers just holding down a site by themselves, and we would see 4 of the other agents defending on the A site.
This time though, it's almost like a prediction. A very aggressive trap fire from the Cypher in Chilling with Friends, and MW1 holding down Hooker. He's found a double already. Chilling with Friends reading into the plays of Villainous, able to surprise them entirely. But Cruisigod and Gorang able to find kill after kill instantly to pull things back in their favor. They took the TP, but they leave Quake here, and this position by Quake is gonna be so huge. I don't think anybody expects him there. Quake able to find a kill, now puts the advantage in their favor. But Braxy with the aggressive A shot, he takes down Gorang. That's the spike on Cruisigod. He has to go for the rotate, and Quake does give him the information that, hey, B side completely clear, you can come over to this plant now. Here is where things get really sticky for the side of Chilling with Friends, because now Quake with his CT position will get so much information on the rotation, also has his Hunter's Fury to pay for the post plant, is definitely Team Villainous with the ball in their court.
And there is from the shadows, Hectic. He's gonna emerge right at B Fountain now. He's coming up long. Cruisigod gonna take cover in elbow together with Quake. And the spike has been successfully planted. It's a 2v2 situation. Now the Hunter's Fury is still available for Quake. And we do see that on that Reyna Braxy there. He does have the Empress. Does feel like Braxy always has the Empress up. Because he's fragging out of his mind. But Cruisigod's gonna take him out, rendering him useless this time. Hectic, last man standing, recon bolts puts him out, taps the spike, and Quake there to put in that final bullet. 11 points for Team Villainous. Cruisigod's feeling too good. And I do like the way that Team Villainous played that, the rotations. Quake looking for that opportunity, scanning the B site, and ultimately, you know, telling his buddy to head on over. Everything is clear. We can go for the plant. 11 is to 8. Chilling with Friends on the side of defense. Seems like they're dropping the ball just a little bit here. But Team Villainous, they aren't phased at all. In fact, they might actually just be performing a lot better than they did on the side of defense.
Revealing area.
Yeah, and honestly, it's very surprising for me, but at the same time, I get it.
Yeah.
It really does come down to. We talk about this a
Take
lot.
flight.
Like, even though theoretically some maps favor one
Prepare
side
for
over the other,
hellfire.
in esports, it does come down to which team is able to find its own advantage. Now, Garam using his opportunity strike proactively, but MW1 with his own ultimate already find a triple. All headshots, the left clicks perfect for MW1. He's finding head after head after head, leaving the only members left Quake and Cruiser God. They managed to clutch out the last round, but now they have nowhere to go. They're swarmed on all
Enemy
sides.
remaining.
And the MW1 with the fourth looking for his ace. He'll get denied the ace, but will not be denied the round.
W1 is on fire, taking out 4 members of Team Villainous, but you can see, he's still going to stay focused because the battle has not been won yet. Now, getting a point, there still is a 3-round gap between both the teams. But hey, MW1, if we look at this, at the entirety of this map number 1, he has single-handedly taken 3Ks, 4Ks, and it has happened multiple times. So, that is just crazy to me. 26 kills on the board for MW1 in total. That is just nuts.
No more charges left.
Yeah, at this point, like, losing that round, it was the eco round for Team Villainous. Sorry, for Chilling with Friends. So for Team Villainous, the eco definitely hurting. You can see that they're gonna try to execute a fast side push. They have committed to this round a Sheriff and a Light Shield, meaning they don't have full buys entirely, but this is gonna try to make it work. Try to get the plant through and then play on the basis of the Hunter's Fury. But now the 4kin and MW1 establishing this crossfire. The Leer from NXS is gonna be so important. If he can get this Leer out before the push, he could set up the
Cage
entire
trigger.
approach for Team Villainous. The smoke coming out for Elbow. It's Vision with the double satchel going in first, but MW1 waiting under the window, able to take down NXS and Fame with another, Chilling with Friends in control.
Another spike carrier has been killed. The spike has fallen in plain sight for the defenders to look at. It's only Golrank here together with Quake. And they've got to make the best out of the situation. The Stim Beacon gonna be of some use there. Golrank ready to drop the smoke.
Last player standing.
But MW1's gonna find him. A triple there for MW1. Quake's a Nick span. And a 4K once again for MW1. He is bringing this back for Chilling with Friends. Double digits on the board now as they inch closer to making it even.
MW1 like a beast unleashed. He's taken the mission upon himself to make sure that Team Villainous do not get away with that one without a sound fight. 11 to 10 now, back-to-back rounds, and that round being lost for Team Villainous will mean that they're forced onto an eco. This is the chance for the side of Chilling with Friends to make it even on the board and really set us up for overtime. I mean, once again, Apple, I think you called it very early, and I think we're set up for that overtime in a spectacular fashion.
Hectic finding that kill onto Vision. And yes, it does look like an overtime kind of situation here. Golrank,
Drone.
he's gonna be waiting there on the A shot. Does have the spike on hand. Cruiser gotta push this dark cover, but he's gotta be careful. MW1's right around the corner, and if he isn't looking at the right spot, it might just spell for trouble. Now, Team Villainous forced into an eco half-buy kind of situation. MW1 looking to push. He's gonna spot out one. Cruiser God's gonna go down. MW1 finds the second. Now he dashes.
One enemy
He
remaining.
almost gets that kill, but NXS puts a bullet right through his head. Golrank's gonna find one of his own. 1v3 into a 1v2. 13 HP. And Forkin with the operator. I mean, how often do you see a Cypher with an op? But hey, if it works, it does. And now it's 11 all on the scoreline. Chilling with Friends with a beautiful comeback.
Huge rounds for Chilling with Friends. Able MW1, he only hits heads. Even the kill that he did not get was because he hit the head, but he had a Phantom, and the Phantom doesn't one tap at that range. It ends up going down. And the aim on this man and the game sense to be able to continuously switch the sightlines and make his way onto the right area, just absolutely nuts. Now for both of the teams, this is the bye round, and this round, a very important round because the team that wins it, if Team Villainous wins it, they have the full buy for the next with match point. But if they lose it, they will have Nyx buys with chilling with friends on the match point. So for both of the teams, everything on the line here, and they're gonna play extremely cautiously, make sure they don't overcommit unnecessarily. Now the Lear set up as Vision and NXS take control of that hooker. It's Vision with the first kill, but the Hunter's Fury being set up for Team Villainous as they look to push in. It's Quake with the kill and NXS with another. Team Villainous rally back and fight back strong. The neural tap just to finish it off. Take the hat off and get all the information for Team Villainous as
Spike
much as
planted.
possible.
4v2 situation. Braxy and Hectic, last two men standing. Braxy with the Empress available. They're gonna put themselves on the site, pushing very aggressively. The post-plant positions of Team Villainous can be a little bit tricky to deal with. Braxy's going for the
One
defuse.
enemy
NXS, he might just push this. Hectic's taken out, and Gorang is gonna wrap that up. That's gonna be match point for Team Villainous here.
Match point.
Huge round for Team Villainous. Not only did they win the round, but they're able to take the operator off, force another investment for the side of Chilling with Friends. Chilling with Friends, since they won back-to-back rounds, they will still be able to get the full buys. But now Team Villainous with their own operator, its game face is on. Like, they're very jovial still, but they're still extremely concentrated, focused, really making sure that they don't give up any sort of like hint as to where they're going to go or how they're going to play. Team Villainous all hands on board as they look to push forward for match point. Chilling with Friends looking for overtime here. A 3-man stack onto A, and a really interesting setup looking to hold on. It's MW1 and Fokin holding down B site, and MW1 with the aggressive push down B long has got a bunch of information now. Vision and NXS, they're creating a lot of space for their team, a lot of noise as well by taking hooker control here. And now Vision and Fokin in that off battle. Vision trying to bait some out. It's NXS taking down that camera. Team Villain is just playing it very slow, very cautious, playing for the picks and then the rotate. But the discipline definitely there for Chilling with Friends. Both of the teams in a stalemate.
Villainous now moving over to the A site. 3 defenders crowding around the showers. They're going for their push. The Owl Drone goes out. And Gorang, he does have the orbital strike. And where is he exactly gonna place it? But this might just be a bunch of whopper combos. Vision coming in with the showstopper. He's taken out. Gorang does find Fame. And Quake's gonna fall as well. Cruiser God chiming in. The orbital strike rains down. Not gonna find a kill just yet, but it's down to this 3v3. Braxy behind the smoke. Empress is
Spike
active.
planted.
Does take that soul for a
enemy
reposition.
remaining.
Beautiful kill up to Gorang and NXS. We might just go to overtime because Cruiser God, he's taking out Forkin, but Chilling with Friends, they're doing this. Braxy comes out on top. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into overtime here on Bide. 12 points for both teams. But Braxy there, saved by the bell. He manages to
Switching
find
sides.
his team a second
Overtime.
chance. Gotta take a sip of water, everybody, because we have no idea how long this is gonna go on for, and I honestly live for it.
Yeah, I mean, we were hoping for it and we got it overtime on board. Cruiser God almost with the heroic clutch finds that triple for Braxy with his Empress, shuts him down, and a really nice coordinated retake from the side of Chilling with Friends to be able to utilize the advantage they got in denying the site in the first place to take us to overtime. Now in overtime, the ult point control gonna become so much important. I want to see Gorang pushing up as much as possible, trying to deny it from the other team as well as taking control of him. And you can already see that happen. It's NXS trying to push forward into showers. But all are Chilling with Friends, they're grouping around this B side, and that's where they're gonna look to make their mark. It's gonna be up to Vision and Cruiser God to hold it down. A very dicey setup. All the trap fires are isolated to that one particular hookah angle. And with the shock dart, they know exactly where to expect it. A really nice shock dart from Fame, taking out both the trap fires and setting up Chilling with Friends for this resetting.
Chilling with Friends, they are hovering in hookah and garden. They gotta find a pickoff, but oh, we do see MW1 shot down particularly low there. I do believe that was the doings of Quake with the shock dart. Vision, waiting patiently. Attackers have set foot on site. Vision might just have to change up his position there. and he's getting shot at 33 HP, and Braxy will find that kill. Now the rotations have to come in. Golrang and NXS, they're hurrying on over. Kusakar, he's holding it down. He stops the plan, but he's got to be careful because now he's going to be rushed by Forkin, his enemy, his clone,
30
Braxy,
seconds left.
waiting for the defenders to come through the spawn. NXS right around the corner, and Hectic's gonna come out on top of that one. Swaps out his gun. Golrang with the stim beacon. He's gonna find one. Might just find the second. 2v2 situation. Chilling with friends, not exactly the best as they are dangerously low. Forkin with just a tick of health. Golrang moving on to the B side. He does spot out the spike, but they're still scanning the area, and those gunshots does indicate that the attackers are the Golrang's gonna find Hectic. 2v1 situation, and Quake taps the spike, immediately stops, picks up that kill. Forkin was one hit, and that is gonna be 13 points for Team Villainous.
Quake in like Dragon Ball Z mode
Switching
in the air
sides.
as well to finish us
Match
off
point.
with the Hunter's Fury just to show his ultimate off. The round goes in favor of Team Villainous, and what a beautiful set of shots from Gorang. You're gonna see it from right here. Before this, he got a really nice shot, but this is even better and uses the fake diffuse to get the knowledge of where the gunshots are coming from, so that he can bait out the paranoia and then go for the 1v1 push. Finds one kill, and then as you said, Quake with just the insane reactions, able to pick up get the spike on,
Revealing
but as
area.
soon as he senses that someone is there, get off the spike, get an instant headshot, and secure the defuse for Team Villainous. Once again, match point for Team Villainous, and Chilling with Friends on the defensive side, trying to just hold on. Team Villainous, all of them grouping onto B. Chilling with Friends already know this because you can see MW1 and Braxy on the flank. Team Villainous, they need to go and they need to go now, and they will do just that. The Boobot revealing Forkin's position and tagging him down really low. Forkin with barely any HP survives with just a little bit of health. 2 HP to his name, and now Forkin, being a pawn in the side of Chilling with Friends, will end up going down. Chilling Team with Villainous with side control here now, my bad. Chilling with Friends able to get a kill, deny that spike plant as much as possible.
2v3 situation. Spike has yet to be planted. Golrang's gonna find Fame. Now it's down to a 2v2. And they might just persist here for the B site. Now Braxy, MW1. MW1 has a total of 32
30
kills
seconds
this
left.
game.
One
But
enemy
Golrang's gonna
remaining.
take out Braxy. And now what will MW1 do in this situation? He's back here in Hookah. He has the orbital strike. And MW1's gonna spot out one.
One enemy remaining.
Just gonna hold on for a sec. And there he finds the kill. Now it's down to the 1v1. Golrang, he's going to retrieve the spike. Hey, Golrang!
Attackers.
What was that? What was that, Golrang? Brimstone is back indeed. What a way to end off map number 1. Everyone's dancing. Quake's got the lights on. Vision and NXS are there for more support. Brimstone indeed is back. What a good bit of prediction. Let's have a quick look at the instant replay. That was just absolutely nuts. But Team Villainous, they secure map number 1 in this best of 3 here.
This is absolutely nuts. Gorang, like first of all, the fact that he's able to get the orbital strike down, so important. But right here, knowing exactly where MW1 is, I think because of the jet ability with the draft, where she's waiting in the air, that small bit of audio cue picked up instantly by Gorang. 20 kills to his name, and I love the fact that he had a placard ready saying Brimstone is back, because the wholesome story, the Brimstone one-trick pony. I mean, I love it. I know all of us love it. I'm just really excited to see more of it. Team Villainous on point.
That was insane. For a moment, it felt like everything just stopped it just in space, and it was just like, did he really just get that kill through the smoke? All right, let's head over into the LG Ultragear match highlights and talk a little bit more about what happened there in map 1, which was bind here in the semifinals, lower bracket 2. So Team Villainous, right? They just took this one for themselves. If you're looking at the side of Chilling with Friends, we cannot deny the fact that MW1 and Braxy played absolutely out of their minds. 33-29. That is the KDA of MW1, and that is just crazy to me. That must be one of the highest number of kills that we have seen here, at least in the Invitational. And as for Braxy, just following up behind, he had a lot of moments where his frags really mattered, and that actually allowed Chilling with Friends to kind of move up into overtime. But consistency is always key. Team Villainous as a whole, they just had everything together. The last 2 rounds there in overtime, I mean, I think that last round was pretty self-explanatory, but if you're talking about the round prior to that, where Team Vanilla secured match point, we saw an immense amount of teamwork, we saw unpredictability, we saw the true power of this team, and that is why they are always so consistent with their placements in the Challenger Series, hence why they have been invited here to the Invitationals. What are your afterthoughts, CA?
First of all, it's as you said, like props to be given to both of the teams for a phenomenal matchup. But Team Villainous like fighting against all the odds. Like first of all, coming back in the attacking side, no less. So much coordination, the amount of communication that has to go through to continuously make those rotation plays and do so like without getting as much knowledge about the enemy's position. Are really good calls made by the entire team to make sure that they're the ones always taking the initiative and pushing forward in the attack. The attack was where they ended up getting that match point in overtime as well. And as you said, just an immense amount of teamwork. And for Chilling with Friends, like I honestly, it does feel like at the end of the day, it came down to that pure synergy that has been built up over months for Team Villainous, and that's really not something you can fall Chilling with Friends for.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm just hoping in the next map they come back even stronger and give us another overtime because damn, both of these teams are good.
It's really cool because Chilling with Friends and Team Villainous, they are a group of friends, and they're a bunch
Yeah.
of friends that just really love the game, come together and they're playing, and now they have to go up against each other. So I don't think it's a test of friendship. I think it's going to be a test of synergy. Now we're going to go and prepare for map number 2, but do stick around. Remember to like, subscribe, click that bell icon if you enjoyed what you just saw and you want to catch more of the action. This is the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational, where we invite some of India's best here in the Valorant scene. So without further ado, we're going to prepare for map number 2. Stay tuned for Team Villainous versus Chilling with Friends. Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational. We're back with map number 2, and this time on the panel, I am going to be joined by aggressive caster and analyst. How are you feeling today, buddy?
After that first match and all the dancing and lighting shows, I just want more. Team Villainous bringing in the hype on the cams. And I do love that. Let's talk a little bit more about the matchup this time instead of the dancing skills coming out from Cruiser God as we go into the map veto screen. But that first match, I have to say, was overwhelmingly positive coming out from both of the sides. MW1, he did pop out of his mind, and his team needs to try and back him up when it comes to the map of Haven, especially now that on Haven, it is notoriously known that Gorong has a lot of lineups on this map, and Haven is a very lineup heavy map. And whenever you have all of those lineups ready, especially with Quake and with Gorong now on the same playing fields, having that Molly, it's gonna be really difficult to go in for these spike diffuse. And Haven is one of the most notorious maps for Brimstone when it comes to the post plant scenario. So I am looking or towards the side of Team Villainous to be very creative of how they attack on this map. But on the side of the defense as well, they're gonna have a lot of lineups of their own. And from the side of Chilling with Friends, I want to see them bring out the Brimstone at the bare minimum, because this Brimstone is going to be a direct fight. It's going to be a direct correlation to what Gorong's going to be bringing to the table. I do hope, because I see Gorong now hovering over that oven, and I'm questioning my own sanity.
All right, Gorang. Probably now he's gonna be baiting me like how CA loves the Viper, he loves the Sky. I personally like Breach and Brimstone, so when I do see these agents on the map, I get very excited because it requires a lot of setup, a lot of
Oh.
skill. But Gorang, he's gonna go for that Omen, and it does look like a pretty similar composition here. I do feel that the deciding factor might be the duelists again, the Raze and the Reyna, and this time the Sentinels. Cruiser God gonna retain that Cypher, and Forkin will be on that Killjoy. So a pretty good setup, a relatively different approach, but the idea is similar. And looking at both these teams, Team Villainous and the name Chilling with Friends is so self-explanatory. Both these teams, they're just a group of friends. They're having fun and they are consistently doing well in the competitive scene. So, the fact that both these teams are meeting each other here in the lower bracket is almost like which friend group will have the stronger synergy, communication, and teamwork. Gorang just gotta drop a little text before he gets right into the game. But hey, all the game faces are on. They are ready. And then here we can see Chilling with Friends.
Let's go
Alright, so on
here.
the side of defense, that's gonna be Team Villainous starting out there. And on the side of attack, it will be Chilling with Friends.
This is going to be a very interesting fact. I do think the Omen pick coming out is mainly due to the fact of the fakes being possible. With Omen, you have those cross map smokes to go in for a lot of the fake plays instead of Brimstone, where you have to be decently close. But with the recent buffs, I did hope that Grong would be one of those players to just constantly pick up that Brimstone no matter what map it is, because of his prowess as the one trick. But at the same time, it is fine, because we do know how good he can be on the Omen as well in all of these matchups. But now, coming out from the side of Chilling with Friends, they're going to be making the push down onto the Garage side. But with a beautiful Paranoid coming out from Gorong, they're going to be able to get a little bit of information and a little bit of ground for themselves. But it seems as though with Garage control already being established because of the nade coming out from the side of the Killjoy, they made a lot of noise down near this B Garage entrance, and this is gonna let a lot of ground be covered. But a really good disciplined play coming out from the side of Chilling with Friends, because they're gonna be holding down the fort. They're not gonna be over rotating, and Vision and Gorong, they know what's up with Vision making the rotation back down onto A.
Indeed, Team Villainous, they did take map number 1, but they shouldn't be thinking that map 2 will be an
No more
easy
charges
feat,
left.
because Chilling with Friends, they are well versed in what they have to do as well. Cruiser God up here in heaven
They
on
found
the
my
A
wife.
site. He's going to be defending from there. The attackers make their way up, and now that Killjoy there, Falcon, he does have the spike
30
on hand.
seconds
He's
left.
going to go for a plant relatively close to heaven, right under. Vision's going to find first blood this time onto Fame. Now with an attacker down there in their post-plant positions, Falcon finds a return. turret, and this would be heavily valuable. Gorang comes in, and so does Quake.
One enemy
One more
remaining.
to go. Vision's just spamming. He picks up one, and Hectic's the last man standing. He's gonna show himself, fires away, picks up Quake, but Vision on this Jet gonna come out heavy with a 3k, and Cruiser God, just to continue with the morale of his team, requests a high five, and Team Villainous, they can look to definitely take this advantage over to the second round.
That was
This is
a
a nice spot.
beautiful retake scenario
Yes,
coming out
this
from the
should block.
side of the defenders.
goes
They
here.
just waited out in a lot of their positioning, and they knew exactly where the enemies were gonna be at. A beautiful recon coming up from the side of Quake allowed the first side entry to be very much possible. And the fact that Cruiser God's camera actually stayed alive for so long gave him a lot of information to working, knowing for the fact that 2 members were coming down from the side of short, while 2 members were coming down from the side of a long, giving all of the advantages towards the side of the defense in that round because they had the information to work with. But now we're going to be seeing a double stack down near this garage side because Chilling with Friends, seemingly they're always gravitating towards this garage angle, and on these eco rounds you either want to be rushing down from the side of A or from the side of garage, because garage allows you to take a lot more of the close range fights, giving you that one-up advantage when it comes to the guns because you're now both playing at your strongest ranges. And they're trying to take the very passive approach to this, and it seems as though the entirety of Team Villainous, they're not really giving any wiggle room
Satchel out.
to any of the members of Chilling with Friends. They don't want to give them a pick, or they do not want to give them any form of an advantage. But a beautiful paranoia coming out from the side of Gorong, as he's gonna be able to slow down the garage push for just a little while longer. Vision, he has a beautiful position down inside of his smoke. He's gonna be able to find 2 with a beautiful flick of his own. He goes in for the dash in. He's gonna be able to find 3, and he finds a 4th as well. Vision, absolutely insane, with the popper raid in the background as well. Don't worry about it because Villainous, they take away round number 2.
Vision, what was that round? I mean, it was an eco for Chilling with Friends, but that movement, the way he played that was absolutely beautiful. And I think it was caught here on the instant replay. That's 1, 2, and he's gonna find 3 and 4. Beautifully done. What a great dash there. Oh my goodness, Vision. And you know, on the cams there, it does look like a little bit of an oopsie moment for some of the members from Team Villainous, but hey, you know, we're still gonna carry on through. What an insane play. But now what really matters is moving into round number 3. And this is where Chilling with Friends have the investment. They're gonna put that in. 3 Vandals, 2 Phantoms. And you know, the Spectres are still being retained on the side of Team Villainous. So now with the increased firepower, the last time around on map 1, this was when Chilling with Friends started to pick up a little bit more momentum, where they started gaining rounds for themselves. So let's see if they will be able to do exactly just that here again on map 2.
Now the real question is of how Chilling with Friends are going to be able to go up against the defensive hold that Team Villainous have on the map of Haven. I do have to state that before it was their eco round, of course, and now coming into their buy rounds, they do have the gun advantages because this is Team Villainous's bonus round. And it seems as though the players are going to be playing it smart, not really going down any sort of a hyper-aggressive peak. Braxy does use one of the leers to see if he can get any sort of information on where the players are going to be playing, but it's going to be a heavy execute down onto this B side, and it seems as if everyone's going to get that opening kill down on the NXs, but Vision answers back with his own, and Quake is able to get the refract kill. It's going to be hectic. He has the positioning. He has all that he needs to, but Vision, he just walks straight on down. When he was paranoid, I thought he would be running on back. It's going to be hectic getting 1 kill. Braxy getting 1 of his own on the Quake. Cruiser God finds 2 of his own, leaving ground to go up against it. And 1v1 against this Hectic, but Hectic comes out on top of that engagement, gets a triple kill for himself, and a round for the side of Chilling with Friends, taking us to a 2-1 scoreline.
Nick saves the team, and that's gonna be the first point for Chilling with Friends. It was just down to that 1v1, and Hectic there with that Vandal, I do believe, that helped him secure that kill onto Gorang. But you know, it was a massacre on the B side, and you know, when it comes to Haven, the B side is particularly tricky to attack. solely because, you know, there are both the A link, the C link, the rotations are just very quick, and you gotta be smart about it. The B site is very close, very compact, and that is where Team Villainous, they couldn't quite hold their ground. Chilling with Friends just coming right on top. Now looking at the score line, 2-1, and on the scoreboard we do see Vision. He has invested in an operator. He does have the light armor, so that is going to be particularly interesting to look at. Now on the side of defense, the operator is significantly important because you can hold down these angles, catch attackers off guard, and that translates into a huge advantage for your fellow teammates.
Really is true. And moving on forward into this matchup, it's going to be really interesting to see if
They found my
they're
wire.
getting down onto
Ah,
A
cage
because Kuza
trigger.
got
Cage
so
trigger.
much information to work with, and with the dash-in coming in through from the side of MW1 as well. Kuza he didn't really get any picks up in this fight. He's gonna be spamming on a wave through the guy towards the inshore angle, but MW1 gets a beautiful position of his own to work with. This, of course, is one of the semi rounds for the side of Chilling with Friends, but Quake once again with beautiful chalk darts and Vision coming in from the sidelines with the operator. He's able to get all the kills that he needs. Cruiser jumps down, gets a kill on the Hectic. There's nothing that they can do. MW1 gets taken out in style by the hands of Vision, with Cruiser getting that kill as well. High fives all around from the sides of Team Villainous. They know that execution and retake was absolutely beautiful. The damage has been done, and the economy is going to be running dry for the side
That
of
goes
Team
there.
Chilling with Friends.
Ah, this is a nice spot.
Villainous riding on that high, that momentum
This
from
goes
the
here.
previous map, and it definitely is showing here. But on that
This
instant
should do.
replay, you can see the attackers were taken one by one. And I do like the fact that the
will
entry
reveal their
from the side of Team
secrets.
Villainous was from multiple spots, from Heaven, from Link,
Get out of my
from
way.
Shore, wherever they can, they would come through. And it's particularly important on Haven to be going for retakes from multiple entrances. If you squeeze yourself through one, it's going to be really easy for the attackers in their post-plant positions to just take you out. Now, back into the game, we do see Vision. He still has that operator and full buys across the board for Team Villainous. Chilling with Friends, however, it is an eco, so they should expect to get a few kills, and I think that, you know, their job would be done right here. I mean, a 50 round is definitely possible. Chilling with Friends, let's see what you've got.
Now, coming out on this round, we already see Chilling with Friends have very aggressive control down near the mid side, but Enix is once again with the Sheriff. He gets a kill on a Brax with a well-placed headshot, but Forkin answers back with his own kill as well. Beautiful plays coming out from both of the members. It's gonna be Gorong getting that kill on the Forkin to take him out, but with the spike going down in the A side, and MW1 with the knives. His knives are really dangerous when he has it straight on the heads of the enemies. It's gonna be Hectic getting that kill with the classic right click to the heads of Gorong and making it an even Stevens on the scoreboard. But Quake, that shock dart was absolutely beautiful. Could have gotten the hit. Doesn't get the secondary shock dart as well in that situation. Probably did not have the lineup to work with. It's gonna be Hectic still holding down the fort down in this 3 versus 3 scenario. Who's gonna be coming out on top? It's gonna be Fame getting first kill. Vision answers back immediately onto Hectic. A fight was a bit too quick as Quake. He comes in from the side of Heaven getting the last 2 remaining kills as well as Team Villainous. They take a very fast retake, but at the same time, Chilling with Friends, they had a really beautiful eco round as well. They were able to take full advantage, take all the advantages that they needed to in that situation. And they were able to get a spike plan to boot. So Chilling with Friends, they're going to be happy moving forward with that eco round.
Team Villainous, they're on fire here on the side of defense, putting in that 3-round gap between themselves and Chilling with Friends. Now, the economy on the side of the attackers are greatly suffering, but they do have 3 ultimates to work with, particularly looking at Falcon. He has the lockdown, and that could be a great key to use to push out the defenders before the takeover of a site for the spike plant.
Now, on this round is where the real fun is about to begin, because now on their buy round, it's either go big or go home for the side of Chilling with Friends, because they cannot afford to lose any more of the following rounds, with the lockdown being used as well by the side of the Killjoy. Here is where the real damage is about to
Spike
begin,
planted.
because now the spike has gone down, no members have gone down as well, and the ultimate is going to be coming out from the side of Quake as well. Vision, he gets the first kill on Eric. Cruiser got answers back on the Fade. Quake, he gets another Hunter's Fury kill out of Braxy, and with the information getting popped out as well, MW1 is able to shut down Cruiser gone. But now, there is nothing that they can do, and Exodus gets the kill onto MW1, and it's all going to be up to Forkin. Forkin gets a beautiful one-tap onto Gorong with a spray transfer, but now there's going to be no time left, ladies and gentlemen, as Forkin is not going to be able to clutch it out. And NXS, what was that? Oh my god, that shot was amazing. And you can see in the face of Gorong, he's like, what? Nani?
It almost feels like NXS has had the sheriff for so many rounds. I mean, when you can shock your own teammates, it does say something. But hey, we did see the full-on attack onto the C site. But, you know, with the Hunter's Fury coming out from the side of Quake, and we saw a whole lot of abilities being tossed in, the shock darts, the nades, everything, that just stopped Chilling with Friends in their tracks. And this is the tricky thing about Haven. You gotta set the pace on the side of attack. You gotta make rotations, you gotta create havoc, you gotta bait the defenders into thinking that you're doing something when you're really not. It's all about the mind games, and it has to be stronger than ever on Haven because of the 3 sides and the wide array of possibilities. Now back into the game, 24 HP, that's NXS shot down low. But here is the attack onto the B side. Forkin finding Vision, NXS with the showstopper, he's gonna find 1 kill as well. Quake takes out MW1, attackers are a man down. Fame there, he does have a few abilities that he can work with. Forkin's dangerously low. Everyone's suffering on the side of attack, but it is another eco round for themselves. Just the sheriffs in hand, they take down 1. It would be great if they could find a couple more. Gorang here in the garage, he's going to be taken out by Fame, and now the rotations are going over to the C side. So securing this plant for the side of attack will be worthwhile as they do cash in on a little bit more money.
Planted.
They get the plan, but at the same time, they're losing out on a lot of the rounds, and here's where the real problems are about to start off. Mainly because Chilling with Friends, they're down 6-1 on the side that they should be winning, and mainly having that flash in their arsenal, having that Reyna would make sure that they would have a lot more of an easier time going on a lot of these attacking rounds. And Chilling with Friends not really being able to take control of the map. They're not trying to push their advantage. They have that flash. They need to take the fight to the enemies. They're playing way too passive, allowing the flow of the match to be controlled by the side of Team Villainous. And here is where the main problem is already lying. They're allowing Villainous way too much wiggle room to do whatever they want, while in comparison their side is not really having any say in the match or having any say of what exactly is going to be happening in this matchup. And this is why I do believe that Team Chilling with Friends, they're struggling quite heavily when it comes to their attacking rounds, and I'm hoping to see that moving forward they understand that, and they try to take the initiative and force the fight into the faces of Team Villainous.
Indeed, you could have said it better there, Aggressive. Now, back into the action. Vision here with the operator. He's going to be holding down the C site to what I thought was alone, but here we do see Vision just bouncing in between. And what's really cool about the setup here on the side of defense is that you have 4 members just spread out, and I do see that Vision is just moving as and where depending on the information that is attained. Cruiser God finding the killer to MW1 from Heaven right across onto Long. He loves this spot, and he's gonna continue doing it, but Forkin sprays through the window and gets a beautiful wall bang onto Cruiser God. One too many times, and you're gonna be caught by the tail. Now Braxy just watching the back of his teammate as the spike has been planted. Now this is a very successful plan for Chilling with Friends. 1 man down on each side, even playing field. The defenders are looking for the retake from Heaven and Alleyway, so they are relatively cornered. Now NXS finds the kill onto Hectic. Vision with the Blade Storm out. He wants this kill here onto the Killjoy. He's gonna get it. Braxy takes out Quake, and it's a 3v2. Vision takes out Forkin. Braxton finds Vision. 2v2 situation. Braxy with the reposition, and Fame pops the Hunter's Fury, but there's not enough time on the spike, and Fame, Braxy, they save the day. Gotta retrieve their gun and run, but Braxy's not gonna make it out alive. Nonetheless, it is a well-deserved second round for Chilling with Friends.
That was a bit hectic on their side. I do believe that Team Villainous were not really ready for an execution as such. And I have to give it to Forkin. His trap placements came in massive in that scenario. He was able to pop it earlier so that they were not able to break it in that situation, allowing Braxy to take the aggressive peek down from the short side, get that first initial kill, and also allowing Fame to pop that 100 Spirit, cause a lot of commotion, further allowing Braxy to take first contact. Because as I said before over and over again, the 100 Spirit doesn't really need to get a kill. If it just displaces the enemy enough, causes a lot of commotion, your teammate can use that chaotic nature of the ultimate to his own advantage and take that one-up frag against the enemies. A beautiful round indeed coming out from the side of CHILLINWITHFRIENDS, and they should be using this momentum in their favor. This is what I exactly meant. Taking the fight to your enemies. Do not allow Team Villainous to dictate the pace of the match, otherwise you are going to be losing. Your composition allows you to play aggressively, so play to your strengths. Make sure you are aggressive. Do not play slow, especially on the map of Aim. When you take side control like that, as I stated before, there is nothing that the side of the defense can do.
MW1 picking up Gorang, and now the
planted.
defense faltering just a little bit there. MW1 finds
should
NXS, and it seems like now the
player
jet on the
standing.
side of attack is online because MW1, he's gonna find the triple Cruiser God. He sprays away. Is he gonna pick up that kill? He whiffs all those shots. Cruiser God pops out the pistol. He's gonna be chased out. No time to reload. And Cruiser God's gonna be taken out by Hectic. Flawless round for Chilling with Friends. A little bit more, a little bit more confidence coming out from the side of attack. But Team Villainous, apparently, they find it extremely funny, and for some reason, it's really contagious.
When you whip that hard, especially when you're a player of Cruiser God's caliber, I think that all of their friends are like, Cruiser God, are you somewhere in Ireland or are you playing a tournament at this point? This is where the real fun is. It's just a group of friends having
No
fun.
prisoners.
And this is what you should be doing. Even in a tournament setting, having fun is where your confidence should lie. When you have fun, you play your best, and we can see that coming out from the side of Team Villainous. But at the same time, you should not be taking peeks like that from across the smoke. MW1 is able to get that first initial kill off. Hectic gets one onto Gorang. This is, of course, the eco round coming out for the side of Team Villainous, with Cruiser God opting to buy a Phantom. I do believe he was going to be
Spike
able to
planted.
go in for a buy in the next round. Vision getting a quick kill onto Hectic and gets a dunk for himself to work with moving on forward. And it says he does have his trusty sheriff in hand as he's slowly moving on down the angle. But Cruiser God, he's not checking his corners. Had a really nice flick onto Fame, but was not a headshot. Show gets taken down immediately because of the crosshair placement coming on through. MW1 gets taken out as well because of Vision with a well-placed headshot. Braxy goes in for the return kill, causing NXS to get stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not much that he can do as he has to check multiple corners, and that's gonna be another run on the board for the side of the attackers, making the scoreline come down to 6 and 4, slowly closing out the gap. But now is a real question: will Team Villainous be able to get the last 2 rounds that they need, taking us to an 8 and 4, making their defensive round really potent? Because, as I stated before, they have that raise in their arsenal, making their defense really powerful, but hindering their attack just a little bit as the execution will be harder. Now is the real question: will they be able to get that advantage and go into their next rounds even stronger, or are they going to be faltering and taking this to a 6 and 6?
Now as we go into a new round, Chilling with Friends, managing to bridge that 4-round gap to a 2-round gap as they look to come back. A couple of rounds left until the second half, and ideally you want to break even at least on the side for attack. Forkin taking out Gorang. Now Vision is the next in line on defense. He's going to be taken off guard by Braxy, and
Last
the
player
members
standing.
on the side of
Spike
defense
planted.
are just falling one by one. And moving into the last round before the swap, Team Villainous, they wouldn't have the economy to buy those guns. NXS goes down to Hectic, and it's gonna be 5 points on the board for Chilling
Last
with
round
Friends.
in the
Still
half.
looking a little bit unsatisfied with the performance here, because Chilling with Friends, they're hanging by a thread. They have to take map number 2 to go into map 3 for a chance to stay in the competition. Now this is the lower bracket you guys are watching here in the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational, and this is the second chance for both these teams. If they lose this best of 3, they are officially out of the competition. So, you know, Chilling with Friends there, it's a lot of pressure on them. It's pretty hectic. While Team Villainous, they've secured one map,
I got the spike.
so they can relax just a little bit. But hey, we would want to close out the game as quick as possible. And excess here
Cage
with the
triggered.
Sheriff. And this is the last round before the swap. We do see Vision has the Phantom, Quake with the Bulldog, 2 Spectres, and 1 Sheriff on the side of defense, and a whole lot of rifles. Chilling with Friends, fully decked out, and now they're looking for that push up onto B side.
This kill would have been crucial coming out from the side of Quake, but MW1
Spike
is going to be the one
planted.
to go on top in that engagement. Gets it on immediately, but then excess with that Sheriff already chiming in, gets the headshot, but Braxy answers back with his own, being able to take out Vision. Forkit gets a 1 on the excess as well. He's tapping on away, he wants to get a kill, and he's going to be able to find it 1 onto Braxy. Gorong's going to be able to upgrade to a better gun, but at the same time with the ultimate getting popped already, ladies and gentlemen. Gorong needs to already make a run on 2. He needs to get 1 kill and he's gonna be able to find 1 at the bare minimum. He has to reload, and with the ultimate getting popped as well, it's gonna be leaving Cruiser God on his lonesome to try and get this round off the board. A beautiful kill coming out from Cruiser God. He needs to get another one onto Hectic. The lineup was there, but
Switching
beautiful
sides.
movement coming out from Hectic to dodge out the bullet at the very last second with a much more wider swing than you would expect. And that gave the advantage towards the side of the attackers, taking us to a 6-6 score, and even Stevens on the board. A clean slate for both of these teams as they do a side swap.
All right, we're moving into the second half. We've ended the first 6-all. And now Team Villainous, they will be looking at the side of attack. Chilling with Friends on defense. Vision there with 16 kills. You know, whenever we see a Jet on Haven, they're usually popping off. Vision, he must be in his element, because that is insane. Now Cruiser God just trailing behind. If you're looking at the side of Chilling with Friends, it's going to be 11 for Falcon, who did extremely well on the side of defense, and that's ideally what you want to see coming out from the dedicated sentinel of your team. Hectic just following behind. Now Chilling with Friends, I do feel that they're still looking for, you know, that sweet spot, that comfortable spot on how to pull off their plans. But now with the side swap, Vision, MW1, they both find kills. Vision's dropped down to 13 HP. Team Villainous, not too healthy, but they're going for the rotation. A very bold rotation, something that we didn't see so much in the first half.
This is gonna be one of those harder rounds, I do believe, as Cruiser God is making the run on down. They're gonna be able to get the man advantage in their favor. Fame gets 1 shock dart onto Quake to take him down to below half health. Not a good amount of damage being done. He
Revealing
has the
area.
recon bolt available as well. Go
Take
for the
flight.
lineup, but everyone's gonna be sitting down near the side of Long. They're looking for the spam shots instead. In this scenario, Fate sends out the drone straight through, coming out from the side of Garage, but they're not gonna be ready. The smokes are gonna be coming on down. You never play for wrong, but the
Last player
pistol
standing.
round, a big mistake coming out from the side of Villainous. Oh my god, NW1 just showed mechanics being like a 180 flick, 1 headshot on the one, goes for a 180 flick onto another, but still at the same time we do need to talk about what exactly happened in that round, because this is a fundamental flaw. I didn't even expect this to come out from the side of Team Villainous. You never play
Here.
for long whenever you're
Here.
on the pistol rounds, mainly because you
Here.
need spam-based weaponry whenever you're going for a long flank. Otherwise, it's really difficult to get a kill through the smoke, even if you have the pings from your teammates. And oh god, one small misplay coming out from the side of Team Villainous costed them that round, giving the 1-up lead against Chilling with Friends, taking us to a 6-7 scoreline.
With Friends with the sneaky defuse there. Team Villainous dropping the ball on that one. And MW1 just finishing off that round with multiple kills. And now we can see that he is picking back up. Now on to the next round. Forced by 3 Spectres. We do see it on the side of Team Villainous. And Excess with that Sheriff. A good investment. A 1-for-1, 2-for-1 trade. MW1, he is taking on the load of his
One
team.
enemy
He's gonna find
remaining.
a third. Might just find a fourth. But he's out of bullets. And Quake is gonna take
Calling
him
my
out.
bot.
1v2 situation.
I have
Forkin
the spike.
and Fame, they're up against Quake. Now their recon ball is gonna spot him out. How will Quake play this situation? He does have the Spectre. He's gonna go for the plant, but he was faking the plant. And Quake might just push in. Fame
enemy
waiting.
Okay.
And Quake does take him out, but
Revealing
he's
area.
dropped to 21 HP.
30 seconds left.
Now Forkin's gonna be really happy to just clean this up. 2 rounds in the lead now is Chilling with Friends as they change and turn the tides of this game here on map 2. Now it's no more fun and games, Team Villainous, because now Chilling with Friends have overtook them.
2 rounds in the lead for the side of Team Villainous, and they're going to be sitting in a happy place, mainly because this was, of course, their force buy round, I do believe, coming out from the side of Team Villainous, and at the same time, you need to consider that on this force buy, they should have won this round, but Forkin, with his position, was able to take that advantage, allowing Fame to take first contact, and then pushing up inside, knowing that, okay, like, what is the normal game plan? You always want to have that one person going on the flank and going for the play himself, but Forkin didn't go for the flank, waited for the contact being made by Fame, and then he pushed up himself, allowing this to happen. And it's gonna be a pretty harsh play indeed. MW1 comes in as the backup, but the backup gets taken down. MW1 bites the bullet of Cruiser God in that situation. His head gets taken clean off, and Forkin gets tagged down to very low HP himself. Everyone from the side of Team Villainous only have light armors and sheriffs to work with, so if they're hitting shots like this, they're gonna be pretty happy. And in the corner, it's gonna be hectic with that Phantom, and this Phantom is very desirable for the side of the attack. But Hectic, he's able to take down 2 before he goes down himself to his own clone. And ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be leaving Gorong on his lonesome to try and get a kill. The bare minimum, not much that he can do as Forkin goes in for the swing. Gets that kill on the Gorong, taking us to a 6-9 scoreline.
In the lead, that's Chilling with Friends with an amazing comeback. They want to stay in this game. They want to go to map 3. They don't want to be pushed out of the competition. Game faces are still on. MW1 and Braxy there. We see them. MW1 now at the top of the board with 15 kills. Now a little bit of a pause here, but not to worry, we'll be back with the action very soon. Remember, this is the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational, the Invitational that you are watching. We still have that little sale on LG monitors. Do check out the link in the description. And do follow our socials. Everything is in that description. So, you know, aggressive, looking at both the compositions and looking at Team Villainous kind of struggling here on the second half. What do you think it is that they need to be able to pull off a very successful attack?
I do believe that the main issue that they are having on their attacking half is because they're trying to force down into a side. I'm not really seeing a lot of fakes come out from them in comparison to what the side of Chilling with Friends did. On the side of Chilling with Friends, they all tried to go in for one of the sidelines and had that one lurker establish map control before going on to another side. And why would you pick the Omen if you're not going to be playing for the fakes? Because the Omen smoke allows you to play for a lot of the fakes. If you time your executions properly, you will always have that second smoke back as the first smoke is already dissipating, allowing you to go in for a lot of the fake plays. Maybe just fake down onto C, fake down onto A, then take A to B control. You have that potential to do whatever you want and also stall for the B plan because your composition allows you to do so. And I do believe that the side of Team Villainous, they're looking to take control of B in this scenario.
MW1 here. Hearing all those shots. One member taken out on the side of defense. Ideally what Team Villainous would like. Just to find that first round win at least here on the second half. Braxy on A side duty. Right around the corner in Link, that's going to be MW1 and the last 2 remaining members, Falcon and Fame, will be pushing out from C long. They could look for a backstab because this is a great move coming out from the side of Chilling with Friends. Now what is needed is for the other members to hold it down, but Braxy's going to fall. And now MW1 shows himself, picks up a double, but Vision takes him out. You're not going to get away from that. Now Falcon and Fame coming in from long. Who's gonna be watching the back lines? It's gonna be Gorang, and this is perfect. Team Villainous, they're anticipating this right. Now the recon ball's gonna come out. Gorang picks up Fame, and Falcon gets the return kill. 1v2 situation. Vision playing it slow together with NXS. Falcon does have the turret, but what's he gonna do? Triple kill for Vision as he cleans this up. 7th point for Team Villainous.
This is exactly what I stated before, that the side of Team Villainous, they need to try and go in for these fakes. They need to try and establish map control, then execute down to another sideline.
Need a
They were
drop.
able to get that first fake down onto mid, immediately go onto A, get a very hyper-aggressive positioning coming out from the side of Hectic, take him out, and then immediately execute down onto the side. Yes, MW1 was able to pull off the heroics, get 2 kills, but immediately gets traded out with the person coming out from the side of A long. A beautiful round indeed coming out from the side of the attackers, using map control to their advantage, forcing a lot of these engagements, taking control of the entire map for themselves, and that is what you should do when on the defensive half of Aven. You should never allow your on the attacking half of Aven, you should never allow your opponents on the defensive side to dictate how you're going to be playing out the rounds. And here is where the side of Team Villainous were able to come out on top, but it's going to be Vision holding a very aggressive angle inside of the smoke. Hectic gets taken down immediately. Cruiser God gets one
I
of his
know
own.
exactly
Orchid gets
where
a
you
beautiful
are.
Sheriff one tap onto Enix to take him out. And it's going to be MW1 with the knives, ever so consistent, this man. He's going to be able to hit his shots and get that enemy jet grounded for this situation. Cruiser God, he's slowly making his way up, but he may just get caught with a bit more than he can chew. He gets taken out by the soul of the enemy team. Fame gets a
One
kill,
enemy
but it's gonna be Quake answering back with his own vengeance. He gets one on MW1. Garong answers back for the death of his teammate in that situation, and with a beautiful paranoid boot, being able to take out Forkin. The rounds go in the favor of the side of the attackers, taking us to an 8-9 scoreline. It's gonna be Team Villainous.
Villainous crawling their way back up, a similar thing that Chilling with Friends just did. And, you know, I feel that both the teams, they kind of figure out what the strategy is of their opponent. And then they start to counter it until the opponent realizes, hey, we're even on the scoreline again, so let us just change it up. And it's just kind of like back and forth, and that is why both the maps are so close. Map 1, 14-12 scoreline, and right here, right now, we see 9-8. Will Team Villainous this time bring it back to an even playing field, or will Chilling with Friends get those double digits? Because I'm pretty sure that they really want to get those double digits right now. Chilling with Friends, 18 kills for MW1. Forkin now with 15, and Hectic with 11. Braxy here just lacking a little bit on that Reyna, but not to worry. Fame, he's gonna find a kill onto Cruiser God with that Hunter's Fury, and ultimate well used. And the recon bolt comes in. MW1 holding down the angle with this operator from the seaside, looking over to Garage. This is gonna be a slow round. I'm excited to see how the attackers are gonna pull this one off.
The attackers are gonna be biting off a bit more than he can chew. What is happening in this situation? Forkin! He's gonna be able to find a triple kill because of the trigger discipline coming out from him. And MW1 gets a last kill on the Vision as well. What a round from the side of the defenders. This is what I exactly meant. On the map of Pavement, you should take aggressive control of as many angles as possible, especially when you know your opponent is trying to play slow. Forkin taking seal on control in that situation, and with a beautiful trigger control as well. He pushes his gun away so that NXS didn't see him in the corner unless he full checks it, swings back his gun, spots NXS out as he turns around to pick up the spike, gets a triple kill, and of course MW1 holds down the other angle for his teammate, gets the final kill, shuts everything down, and what a round coming out from the side of the defense. And Chilling with Friends, they take it away. And with MW1 getting those double kills as well, the pain train is about to start for the side of the attackers.
W1 with that operator is just so comfortable with it. Team Villainous forced into an eco. Now with 8 points. Chilling with Friends determined to secure this 11th. Hectic finds a beautiful double. My carry has been killed. And MW1, he is amazing to watch. Busted out that pistol. A little bit of a grin on his face there, but that's going to be 11 points secured for Chilling with Friends as they inch their way closer to securing map 2. And it's great to see that Chilling with Friends on the side of defense, they're looking a lot stronger. What is really confusing, and something that CA was talking about a lot as well, is that we look at maps and we go by, you know, the average performance of most teams. And Haven is a map where most teams thrive on the side of attack.
Get out
But
of my
apparently,
way.
if you're a group of friends, you're gonna do a lot better on the side of defense, because that is definitely translating to Team Villainous and Chilling with Friends performance here, at least on Haven.
But it seems as though coming out from the side of the attack, they're taking a very aggressive control down near this A side. And here is where the real first time is about to begin, because they need to get these kills. This is going to be super important, and it's going to be Quake answering back on the one. Quake! He killed his own teammate. I thought he was getting another kill onto the defenders, but Enixus is able to take down one before he gets killed himself in that situation, taking us down
Spike
to
planted.
a 4 versus 3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. But still, MW1, he's still gonna be the boogeyman with the operator in hand onto the side of Heaven. Cruisergon gets a kill on the Braxy with a well-placed spray. And it's gonna be leaving Forken and MW1 to go in for this retake scenario 2 versus 4. As of right now, Forken puts down the turret, gets a little bit of information, gets that first initial headshot on the Vision, takes him out, but Gorong's gonna be there to go in for the trade. He's gonna be able to find it all. And MW1, he's holding the pixel angle to see if he can get a couple of picks, do that economic damage that he needs to before he dips out himself. He's gonna be able to get that kill on the Gorong, and he's gonna be happy with it. Taking out 3 members away from the side of the attackers when their economy is in such a deficit, you're gonna be happy with that moving forward.
W1 on the side of defense, the moment he has that operator and he can hold down those angles, he secures the kill almost more than 70 or 80% of the time, and that is why his kills are picking up always on the side of defense, and he is just such a key component to the team. Fork and Hectic Fame ready to support them, but Braxy, they're having a tough time, but it happens, you know, depending on the maps. We do see certain players perform a lot better on maps that they are comfortable with, and you know, Vision is one of them here. And NXS having a little bit of a tough time as well, so you know, we can see that the Jets are doing fine, but the Raze and Reyna not so much. The Sentinels as well, they do look like they are very much in their element. But overall, 11 is to 9. Team Villainous being able to pick up a point. They can't afford to drop a single round solely for the fact that Chilling with Friends will be able to obtain match point.
What I do have to say about the Sentinels is that they are very impactful when it comes to their frags. We have seen Cruiser God take a lot of very impactful frags. Like, all of the initial rounds, a lot of the first bloods, I do believe, does come out from the side of Cruiser God and from the side of Forkin, because of how they position themselves, and their aggressive positioning as well as their smart positioning allows them to go in for a lot of these first blood plays. And that is where I am looking to see Cruiser God come out on top with his lurks on a lot of these following rounds, because they need to press their economic advantage as much as possible, because if the side of Chilling with Friends lose this round, they will not have any money to buy in the following rounds. And I'm looking to see if the Team Villainous have the potential in them to take away this round. They're gonna have a really good chance of going into an even Steven scoreline. But MW1, he's holding a very tight angle, and if anyone comes into his crosshair vicinity, it's gonna be good riddance for them as soon as they hear that operator go cool.
Now Gorang here by mid doors. MW1 watching the garage position. He's gonna fight NXS, and they're firing away. Gorang's not happy about that, and that's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Now the rotations are coming in. A beautiful paranoia, but Braxy with the spray is gonna take out Gorang. Quake there, returning the kill. He's gonna spot nobody out as of yet. Cruiser God's gonna take out Forkin, and this is Team Villainous determined to make a comeback as Fame falls. Cruiser God coming in massive, and Vision takes out Hectic. Double digits for Team Villainous. High five once again. They want to stop Chilling with Friends from a second chance, and you can see the displeasure on the faces of these guys. MW1 cracking his head. But hey, soldier on, boys, because the game is not over yet, and it still very much is possible for either side to take control of it. Now, Vision with a total of 23 kills, MW1 with 24. Here on the instant replay, we just see them taking out defender after defender. Cruiser got there, finding that really odd angle. That kill there up in garage was definitely helpful. Hectic manages to dodge that op shot, keeps himself alive. He's just gonna pull it back onto the A side.
Playing in a very defensive manner this time around, it's gonna be the side of Chilling with Friends. They don't really want to give a pick away, because now the economy's gonna be hurting because if this round goes away, they're not gonna have full buys to contest the side of Team Villainous moving forward in the following rounds. Stevens on the scoreboard. NW1 misses the operator shot, and the B side is now completely open to the side of the attackers. The plant is gonna be going on down soon as well. With the plant going down, Quake, he has a beautiful position. And now with the operator, the damage is gonna be done. Hectic with the shrouded step is gonna be able to cross over the tripwire, and here is where the damage is about to be done. Hectic, he only finds one, and the information has been given away that one person is gonna be sitting down in the side of window. The Cypher going down is going to be a detriment, but Vision, he takes aggressive control down near A-Lane. Gurong gets one kill on the Hectic as well. Braxy's going to be able to shut down Vision going in for the flanking side, but with the Killjoy ultimate getting popped immediately, Braxy, he's going to be able to survive. He gets a kill on the Quake, and a beautiful distance work coming out from him. The damage is being done, but Gurong is going to be coming in massive at the very last second. Gets a triple kill to his name, gets the last 2 kills, and they're going to be able to fight it all, ladies and gentlemen. Team Villainous take us to an even scoreline. I'm getting deja vu's on map number 1.
You believe Bruiser God might just be the IGL there, or Team Villainous, and he is pouring his heart and soul out to his team. Being able to bring it back to an 11-11 scoreline feels like deja vu here, aggressive. But looking at this instant replay, how hectic can that get? Braxy just trying to play out of his mind, but Golrang going for that double right through mid area in the window. Very nicely done. But what really matters are the next 2 rounds to come. Will we go into overtime, or will one of these teams take the victory for map number 2? It could be a second chance for the defenders, or it could be game over. Now Quake moving across. Cruiser God loses his life first. And that is not a very good look there for Team Villainous. But they gotta play this one slow. Vision about to make that rotation to meet up with his team. And we do see the dark cover thrown over to the site, as well as the garden here. And this is gonna be a slow round solely for the fact that both teams don't want to make a mistake at all. Securing match point is one of the most important things here in competitive. Now Hectic's gonna go for the rotation as well, and it seems like they might have spotted something a little bit fishy, but Team Villainous, they're ready for the attack right now as NXS is gonna lead the charge.
He does force out Hectic in that situation, but Hectic is able to get 1 kill before he does die out, but the side control has already been established by the members of the side of the attack. They're going to be able to take it all away. As Team Villainous, they get the spike one for themselves as well. No Sova to work with, so they need to be peeking into the side to try, but MW1, he has such a beautiful position to stop any sort of players coming in from the side of Long, but Gurong, he's able to get that one of advantage against MW1, taking him out immediately, taking us down to a 3 versus 2 retake. Braxy gets caught out by the recon ball. It's gonna be NX is getting the first kill, but it's gonna be Forkin answering back with his own headshot. But Quake, he's way too quick to come in for the refrag. The positioning coming out from the side of Team Villainous. They're able to get that one-up advantage and take us to match point, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a 12-11 scoreline, but we cannot write off any of the members from the side of Chilling with Friends just yet, because we saw what happened in map number 1. This could repeat. History could repeat itself in map number 2.
This could be the last chance for Chilling with Friends. They gotta take this into overtime. And Team Villainous, they're finding match point. That previous round was absolutely amazing. Goreng being able to stop MW1 from the backstab really cost Chilling with Friends a lot. Now let's move into this round. Quake here with the Hunter's Fury. He's gonna fight Hectic, and that is huge. 1 member down. Chilling with Friends, they must be shaking in boots, but MW1, he's gonna wait right around the corner. He does have some abilities to play with, 2 Cloud Burst, an updraft, and a dash, as well as that Blade Storm. NXS moving into garage, right up into window. NXS sneaking in from behind. Are they actually letting him sneak through? NXS picks up Braxy, and I think this might just be over for Chilling with Friends unless they change the tide with some amazing frag. Falcon, he's gonna push out. NXS finds the 2nd kill. It looks like it's gonna be all over for Chilling with Friends. The spike has been planted. MW1 gets hit with the paranoia. He has no more armor to work with. 70 HP. And a dream here. MW1 and Forkin 2v5. MW1 finds Vision. There still is the neural theft from Cruiser God, so that is a huge obstacle that they have to overcome. Now MW1, he's gonna spot them out, but Gorang takes him down. Forgan goes down as well, and Annexes wraps that up beautifully with a 3K Team Villainous. They win this best of 3, and it's time to party, time to dance. 2 extremely close games, but they showed it on. Brimstone is back, but he wasn't there, Gorang. What an amazing 2 maps. Chilling with Friends played out of their mind. It was really down to the wire, and Team Villainous only beat them with a 2-round lead. So, I think that speaks volumes about the potential and the capability. It was great watching Chilling with Friends here in the tournament, but Team Villainous, they come out victorious, and they will move over to the next stage and maintain the spot in the lower bracket.
That like Team Villainous, they deserve it. This was a hard fought victory coming out from them, but we have a lot of things to break down, don't we now, Oppo?
Yes, we do. So let's head over to the LG Ultragear match highlights and talk about both these teams. Now, Team Villainous chilling with friends. We've said it, I think, quite many times here on the stream today that both these teams, it's kind of like a team that they've created amongst themselves with their friends. Not picked up by an organization whatsoever, just Team Villainous chilling with friends. They have a very similar dynamic when it comes to the members. So, to see both of them go head to head, I think it explains why they were so close in terms of skill level. But Team Villainous managed to have the edge over them. And, looking at the history of Villainous, they've been around for a really long time, very consistent with their performance, while Chilling with Friends are more of like the new kids on the block. So, with time to come, we can definitely see that Chilling with Friends will return a lot stronger and a lot better as well. So, for all of you who are supporting with Chilling with Friends, don't give up on them. We can see them the next time around. But ultimately, congratulations to Team Villainous for taking this win. What are your afterthoughts, Aggressive?
Really did love the way that Team Villainous were able to execute on a lot of their rounds. Yes, they had a very rocky start when they went into their attacking half, but they were able to come back and do exactly what I hoped they would do. Take proper map control. They were able to establish the side plans that they needed to, went in for the rotation, went in for the fakes, waited for the picks, and of course, showed incredible teamwork and coordination. They always had the decisive nature that I wanted to come out from the side of Chilling with Friends when they were on their own attacking half. And that decisive nature is what gave them a lot of the wins. And Chilling with Friends, I have to commend them. Like, both of these teams were at each other's necks, but at the very end of it all, it came down to those 1v1 duels. And for the side of Team Villainous, they were just able to win a lot more of those duels, allowing them to take those one-up advantages against them. I will say that strategically, there was not really a lot of, let's say, a lot of discrepancies, I would say. But there was a lot more of those 1v1 duels coming out from the side of Team Villainous, allowing them to win out on a lot of these engagements. But still, with due time and with a lot more coordination, I really hoped that Team Chilling with Friends would have been able to go in for a lot more of those double peaks, maybe go in for some triple peaks, giving those advantages back towards their own side. But going in for those 1v1 duels, I did see that Team Villainous won out in that regard.
All right, congratulations once again to Team Villainous. They will stay in the competition. And until next time, we will be able to catch Chilling with Friends. So, guys, this has brought us to the end of the second half today. And we'll be back in a few days with more action. So, if you want to stay on top of that, remember to follow our socials. Links are in the description. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so that you get notifications on YouTube here. I have Facebook, wherever, when we go live. So, without further ado, we're going to close this stream. Remember, we still have those sales on LG monitors. Links are in the description. You know the drill. My name is Apollonia. I was your host and caster. And joining me, thank you, Aggressive, for being here. And that was CA as well. So until next time, good night, happy gaming, and we'll see you guys soon.